Susanna and the elders. A fast-paced trial of truth. Shadows swell behind Susanna in a sun-bleached Babylonian courtyard. A clay tablet hangs in balance, then bursts into shards. A crowd surges, robes swirling, accusation rising like heat. Daniel lifts a hand, the turmoil stills under his steady gaze. Time halts on Susanna's determined eyes, a promise of reversal. Susanna walks by marble columns, the garden holding its breath. She pauses, sunlight touching her veil like a blessing. Her reflection wavers as a leaf kisses the water. The city's hum fades beyond the wall, the heart hears only stillness. Serene vulnerability lingers as she closes her eyes to breathe. Joachim meets two elder judges at a long table of polished wood. Glances flicker, courtesy hides something sharper beneath. Joachim's hand rests on the seal, weighing prudence and trust. A ring taps the wood, a quiet hunger beating time. Between shadow and sun, agreements begin to take shape. Susanna instructs her maids to fetch oils and perfumes. The maids hurry through the arch, sandals skimming hot stone. The gate clicks shut, the garden hush deepens around Susanna. Cicadas clamor like a warning in the unbroken heat. Alone now, Susanna senses the stillness shifting around her. Two elders step from behind cypress, their shadows cutting across tile. Susanna turns, startled, breath catching in the heat. One elder raises a finger to his lips, bidding secrecy. The other moves to block the path, robe sweeping the sunlit tiles. Between their shadows, Susanna gathers herself to stand firm. The elders hem Susanna in against the bright, marble-rimmed fountain. An elder leans in, jaw locked, promising ruin unless she yields. Susanna refuses, invoking heaven with steady breath and lifted chin. A bird startles from the stone as tension crystallizes at the water's edge. The elders close ranks again, their silhouettes dark against the blazing tiles. At the garden threshold, the elders rip garments and summon witnesses. Susanna stands pale but composed, hands clasped, eyes unwavering. Servants rush from the villa, eyes wide at the word hurled like a stone. The elders display rended robes, performing outrage for the gathering eyes. Murmurs spread as Susanna remains still, a quiet center amid accusation. Susanna is led into a ring of judges and townsfolk, whispers rising. Joachim pushes forward, aghast, searching his wife's face for truth. The elders point at Susanna, their words poisoning the air with certainty. A scribe scratches lines onto wax as murmurs swell like surf on stone. Susanna lifts her eyes, fragile yet firm, as the crowd tightens around her. Veiled, Susanna stands before the bench as candle flames tremble. The elders sit high, ritual calm masking a private triumph. Susanna prays to the unseen God, voice steady in the hush. A judge's seal waits on the rail, heavy as a verdict not yet cast. Her vow rings in the stillness, and the room seems to hold its breath. From the portico's edge, a youthful voice cuts the tumult clean. The crowd pivots as if pulled by a single thread toward Daniel. He calls the judgment unjust and demands the truth be tested. Ripples of silence spread, even the scribe pauses, stylus hovering. All attention locks to the young challenger as the city waits. Daniel steps forward, requesting the elders be questioned apart. The presiding judge hesitates, weighing the risk, then nods assent. Daniel turns, instructing the court to separate the two elders. Attendants approach the elders, firm yet respectful, to lead them apart. Daniel watches, unwavering, as the alliance begins to fracture. Under the olive's shade, Daniel begins the first elder's questioning. The elder faces Daniel, arranging his robe, composure thinning at the edges. Daniel asks, "Under which tree did you witness the act?" The elder answers, "Under a mastic tree," forcing an uneasy smile. Daniel's eyes narrow, certainty sharpens like a blade in the shade. Across the courtyard, Daniel approaches the second elder by the oak. He repeats the question, voice even, gaze unwavering. Sweat gathers at the elder's temple. He answers, "Under an oak tree." Daniel nods once. The trap is sprung by their own words. From afar, the courtyard seems to exhale. Judgment is now inevitable. Daniel returns to the hall, the assembly braced for his report. He declares the testimonies contradict. Murmurs shiver through the court. Susanna exhales, a tremor releasing as the crowd gasps in surprise. The elders falter. Rage and fear ripple across their taut faces. The court turns, tide-like, away from the accusers toward the vindicated. Gold light washes the square as the city gathers in charged relief. Joachim breaks through, embracing Susanna with shaken relief. Cheers swell. Citizens lift hands as the square brightens with joy. Daniel lowers his head in thanks, humility steady amid acclaim. As the sun dips, justice settles like a seal upon the city.